Good morning. The Trump White House is defending its decision to not turn around air flights with deported alleged gang members bound for El Salvador. And yesterday, federal judge James Boasberg fumed that the flights were not halted even as he had issued a written order to halt them. So arguments could be made over the president's use of the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 that allows for wartime deportation before deportation and detaining those who may be from the country the U.S. is at war with. President Trump has declared Tren de Aragua an invading force. The administration would not answer questions about when the flights started and landed, which the judge wanted to know because he first verbally ordered the halt of the flights Saturday. The claim was that not answering those questions was really a matter of national security on the part of the government. That didn't stop El Salvador's government from providing slick videos with the detainees complete with music when they arrived. The administration argues the planes were already in international airspace Saturday afternoon, not subject to U.S. judges' orders. Judge Boasberg was most unimpressed, according to reports from the hearing. There are some accusations that the Trump administration is just ignoring judges' rulings on a variety of cases. We were at the White House yesterday when border czar Tom Homan was asked about how the U.S. is certain all the people deported to El Salvador are actually gang members.
Whether through social media, through the activities, through their criminal records here and abroad. So, this was done in very, the review of this issue was at the highest level I've seen. And I think, again, I stand by everything we did this weekend.
El Salvador is being paid millions of dollars to hold the Tren de Aragua suspects, now legally in limbo. A funny thing happened on the president's tour of the Kennedy Center yesterday. You'll recall Trump railed on Truth Social Sunday that Joe Biden probably signed the preemptive pardons of January 6 committee members and Dr. Fauci with an auto pen, and that meant the pardons should be invalid in Trump's mind. At the Kennedy Center, an NBC reporter got around to asking Trump if he had signed the continuing resolution spending bill with an auto pen since he was in Florida Saturday when the record shows the bill was signed. Instead of saying yes or no, Trump asked the reporter with whom she was working and then declared he would not talk to NBC News because they are, quote, so discredited. He never did answer. Trump is set to speak with Russia's Vladimir Putin today, looking to get his counterpart to end the war in Ukraine. Trump said Sunday there has been discussion about, quote, dividing certain assets. And since expected protests at Senator Chuck Schumer's book talks were expected to be intense with planned protests over Schumer basically giving cover to 9 other Dems in voting to move forward with the GOP spending bill, the book tour, for the time being, is off. He was supposed to be at the main library here in Baltimore last night, a sold-out event, but that was canceled. So to future events. Security concerns are blamed for the cancellations, or perhaps postponements maybe, but Schumer's book is about anti-Semitism growing in the U.S. Now, because of paying work in the early morning hours, I'm going to be taking a break from these morning videos, and we'll get back to you probably at some point next week. With Ear on the White House, I'm Bob Costantini.